Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Bobs and Angels Factorio. Feels like I haven't been here for a while. I've been spending so much time on the Attack on Factorio map. I've just been down in the coal outpost, the new coal 1, where I also forgot to put down the resource monitor. I fully intended on doing that. Whoops. It's fine. I'll just take the train back down. I'll go and sort that out. But I've been upgrading all of the belts there just to try and get the train loaded a little bit quicker, as well as putting some radars down around all of this, so we can keep an eye on things and hopefully expand our view out into the greater unknown. Our pollution cloud is starting to grow a little bit, which is starting to... It's unnerving me a little. Especially down here, that's getting very close to a bug nest. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's going to prove to be moderately dangerous. So I should probably go about making some gun turrets. In fact, I will jump out here. And let me just put this down onto any patch of the ground that I can. There we are. And that's registered. Good. Right, let's rename you Coal 1. So the current rate of mining, this has got about 3.5 hours left on it. Just not too shabby, I suppose. We are already clearing away some of these miners. Some of these are just running on the infinite fuel. Oh, yes, I forgot I needed to bolster the power generation, didn't I? Yeah, that's something that I kind of fucked up with. So that's going to be something to do on today's work list, kind of thing. First off, I want to try and grab some gun turrets, if I have any lying around. I think I probably do. Alright, that's 20. Now I need a lot more steel. So let me find that. And we're going to go and do a good old-fashioned turret creep. Well, it's not really going to be a turret creep, because I've got long reach to assist me with this one. The wonders of the long reach mod. It's just fantastic. I'm going to head down here while these turrets are being made. I think these biters might actually be sitting on some resources. I'm not entirely sure what, but they seem to be sitting on something. They are sitting on some natural gas. Ooh. They're just about to be hit by this pollution cloud, so I want to make sure that they get dealt with before they get pissed off and come and tear up all my shit. Okay, I've got about 10 turrets now, so plant those down on the edge. Watch the massacre begin. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. I don't even have to get close. Oh, I love it. Later on, I'm gonna want to like play around with some of the Bob's mods weapons, like the sniper rifle and other things, because they've got ridiculous. Like the sniper rifle, from what I've seen in other people's playthroughs, has got really high damage and really long range. But obviously it's got a slow fire rate to compensate for it. But it just looks like fun. This pollution cloud is really heading south. I don't like that much. We're okay to the north because there's loads of trees, but down here is just desert. I don't know what to do about that. I'm also really bloody slow at the moment. I need to make a car. I need to research the car, actually. I think. Yeah, let's research the car. Let's get that out of the way. And then as this field decreases and we get down to just the infinite ores, we are going to be producing less pollution here, so it should kind of even out eventually. Just right now, we are essentially bombing the crap out of the bugs with nasty smells, and they don't like it, or they won't like it when it eventually comes back to them. But let's get back up to the factory proper. Let's have a look at bolstering our power supply. Oh, I'd also gone about researching the stack inserters, hadn't I? Yes, I should start making those. I need to set up, like, a mall area, like, somewhere that's just going to build everything that I need. Ah, the car has been researched. You can now research tanks, and there's different levels of tank, which is pretty cool. And robotic attack drones. How the fuck do they work? No idea. Right, okay. I'm going to start off by bringing a belt along this way. I'm going to start bringing the coal out from its warehouse, because we can start making use of it. We can start setting up the infrastructure for sending it off in the various directions we need to send it, which I think is a fantastic idea. Oh yeah, we got more miners running out over here as well, which is unsurprising. We are going to be draining this patch very, very quickly with the amount that we're having to send off to the power supply right now. So I will get that sorted ASAP. But I want to make sure that I've got a connection over here for the train refueling. There we go, that should handle things rather nicely. Let me just take the nanobots off, because they're going to be annoying and unnecessary right now. Let's put all of this in. In fact, I'm just going to do something like that. And I shall find a unused blueprint you'll do, and we'll just copy this over. Don't need that. Oh no, we need that. Don't need this lot. Yeah, just copy and paste until we're all done with filling in the gaps. Oh, it does mean that I need the bots active, doesn't it? Fine, I will let them do their thing. Oh, there we go, we managed to get everything piped in as far as the coal supply goes for the trains. Should get rid of you, shouldn't I? Because you're meant to come across like that. Yeah, this belt is really running thin now. Oh, doesn't help that the power supply is now really... Oh, shit. Right, I'm going to take that splitter off. This belt is going to go away. And I'm going to build a new steam column. And we're going to start feeding that with the coal supply from the trains. I think it's high time that happened. So, nanobot termites, get to your business. Pretty please. And with a little bit of hard work later, one steam column has been built. That certainly helped out the power supply. I'm going to shift the other one over as well. I need to tidy up some of these pipes as well, because they're looking a little bit of a mess. But I don't know what to do with this coal. I mean, I think some of it's still heading down towards, like, it's not really heading down to the smelting all that much, because the smelting's not really doing anything. We need to start doing some more production, I think. But to that effect, I don't know what to do. So obviously we need to get more science going. So we should start looking towards the next science pack, I think. The next science pack is going to be production science. And for that we need electric furnaces and electric mining drills. That's all that's needed, apparently. And that ain't bad. Okie dokie. That is actually going to be relatively easy. Then we got high-tech science, which requires a fuckload of stuff, and logistics science packs. And they require some interesting things as well. Okay. I am going to start by rerouting all of this coal. I'm going to send it up into the warehouse, I think, or at the very least to connect into the warehouse input lines. So we're going to break this off, and we're going to swing this around like so, and I'm going to send it all off up this way. This is going to be kind of to some this might seem kind of counterintuitive, but I think for me this kind of works fairly well. If I can just store the stuff that I'm going to be needing until a later date, then that works great. I haven't got any loaders. What do I need? I need iron plate for loaders. Give me some of that. And basically, the plan here is just to empty out the last bit of the coal patch from the main base. This saline water is completely full, which means I'm not entirely sure if any of these things are going to be outputting. So maybe I do need to put a clarifier here and an overflow valve. It doesn't hurt, does it? It's not a bad thing to have an overflow. I actually quite like having overproduction of things, but kind of important to just kind of keep various processes running. That line that's heading down towards the smelting is going to be fine for the time being, but I'm gonna shift the other power column over to match up with this one, and bring another belt of coal over so we can feed both of them. And then once all of this is cleared out, we can start tidying up all of the belts that are for all that kind of stuff. One of those can go onto the main bus, one of them can go to the smelting array. Not that much of that is going to get used, but dedicating an entire line as it continues to grow as well is going to be very handy. And yeah, I think a lot of this stuff is probably going to start wanting to move. Okay, I am also going to set up the rest of the storage up here. So I want to clear out, at the very least, the bobmonium and the rubite that we've got in storage. I don't know if one warehouse is going to be enough for it at the moment, but it's certainly worth trying to get started with it, and I don't need to be crafting inserters. Let me grab some from here. So, sapphirite, stereotype, rubite, bobmonium. Okay. That's getting all of that belted up into the warehouses. So hopefully the rubite and the bobmonium that we've got will slowly start to wind down. We'll start getting that out of the ground on a permanent basis. I am going to move the rest of this steam engine setup. And boom. There we go. This stuff... well, this belt's backed up, isn't it? My efforts to try and push all of this into the warehouse have clearly not gone very well. It doesn't help that the train keeps adding a load in as well, so maybe we should just reverse these ones. Just let this one belt feed in for the time being. I can change the orientation of the loaders anytime so that we can just get the rest of that dealt with. We've got 56k left, which is not bad. That will be mined through fairly quickly, and we've still got plenty of space for more steam engines here if we wanted to put more in. But I need to reconnect this pipe for the... what are you for? You're for the petrochem stuff, aren't you? Yes, you are. Isn't that nice? Right, there we go. That's got things sorted. So, yeah, that's tidied things up quite nicely around here, I think. The rubite is going to be getting done in its own merry little time. And the bobmonium is going to be doing the same. We've got about 86,000 bobmonium ore here, about 100,000 rubite. Fingers crossed we might be able to whack it all into the warehouses, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. Oh, actually, I don't know. We might manage it. Even if it just gets these patches out of the way, not necessarily like the stuff we've still got in storage over here, because we do have 2 very full silos as well. But it's coming along. We're getting things done. I'm going to redirect this coal line and figure out where I want that to go. Coal line is going to be coming in along here. Okay. Okay, I suppose maybe doing some military research would help with getting the coal used up a fair bit. So we'll start doing like bullet damage research and stuff. Just average shit that we know what to do with. I really want to like take my time to sit down and look at the everything else that's going to be getting involved. Just checking the time that I've been here for. I'm not entirely sure if I've got time to make a start on anything overly new. Plastic supply is getting really bad. It's probably been really bad for ages. I just haven't been paying attention. Probably doesn't help that I keep disconnecting the kept disconnecting the water for all of this, but we still are very much producing only small amounts when it comes down to all of the plastic materials. Oh wow, we've discovered a fair bit more of the map. That's damn good. Any good natural gas yields? A lot of thermal water around. I don't know what to do with that. This seems like a fairly good spot for natural gas. We've got 2 decent patches. I say decent, I'm not entirely sure what a good patch is going to look like. There's a bug nest on that stereotype patch, and it's about to get bombarded with pollution. More natural gas there and there. It's everywhere, it really is. I just don't have very good means of harvesting it. Let's have a look at thermal water. Let's see what it's used for. Or thermal water extractor. No, that's just the machine to get it out of the ground. Reinforced concrete brick. Good God. Okay. Didn't realise we got into those realms. It's ingredients in a lot of things. Most of the high level... Oh, is it even required in all refineries? Interesting. Okay, thermal water, mined from fissures. Ingredient in. Ferrous sludge, cupric sludge. I'm not sure if I need it for anything, to be honest. Nothing that I'm going to be needing right now, anyway. All I can do is, like, gather it or void it. Alright, I won't worry about that for the time being, then. I do think that I could maybe do with trying to get some more natural gas. But again, it's a matter of where do I get it from. I could set up another small little station here by Sapphirite 1. Just to get some of this stuff out of the ground. So, you know what? That's not a bad idea. Let us do it. Let's get... how many spots have we got? We got 3 there, we got 3 there. I need 6 Mark II pump jacks. I've got a load of pipes. I do need more underground pipes, though. And I'm also wondering whether or not it's the actual number of machines that I've got that's going to be holding things back as well. Which is also another possibility. And do I have... I haven't got the fluid wagons available yet. Should research those quickly. Okay, quick train drive down to Saphirite 1. Let's go and get another little station set up over here. And probably harvest an awful lot of this. Wow. I'm going to have to completely redesign... Well, not completely redesign, but I'm going to have to do a fair bit of redesigning around here. Let me get my rails blueprints wherever they are. It's always good to have your rails blueprints. Everybody appreciates those. I'm just going to place a T-junction right at the end. Just because, why not? Yeah, it's a good thing to do, good thing to put down. Let's get another radar. Plonk you there. Am I out of rail signals? I think I am. That's not good. Definitely need those. Rail stuff, where are you? There you are. And... yeah, I'll just put this... just there, I suppose. Take the these signals off. Need chain signals as well. Just go like that. And then we're just gonna set up a little bit of a platform with enough space for a couple of trains to sit behind the main one, and this is just going to be like a two carriage thing probably. And we'll put the out there. There should be more than enough space for us to set up the rest of this. Any train stops? Right. We have now got a couple of tanks filling up here, actually rather quickly, which is really nice, with some natural gas. Hopefully the pollution from all that isn't going to attract the bugs too much. I haven't sorted out a return journey or return station for it. I don't know if it's going to be coming in at the depot or if I'm going to try and send it elsewhere. We're just going to fill up a couple of fluid wagons. Let's get some engines. 54. I don't need any more than well, actually, I will need more for the purposes of building more pumps. That's what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to think of. Ooh, I do not need. Can I? Yes, nice. Let me just steal all of your fuel, mate. I need to load up another train, and I can't be asked to run all the way back. There we go. I'm going to give you a nice kind of greenish colour. Try to match the green of the actual natural gas icon. Kind of gets it right. We'll say NGAS 1. And that should do fine. You're fully loaded. So let's take you away. Oh, no, that's not the way we were meant to be going. We want to go left. There we are. I've got to figure out where I want to put a station for all of this for now. I might have things connect back up onto this main line to take things out, which should be fine. So I suppose for now I can just rig up some kind of rudimentary station. Make a little offshoot line that can come down here. I'm just going to put this right there. And we'll just say depot and gas. Where the fuck are you going, mate? Your first stop's meant to be the depot, you blithering idiot. Fuck's sake. Come on. Make your way back. Ugh. Can't get the staff. Really can't. Now, this is only really going to be a temporary measure to try and fix the petrochem stuff. Ultimately, what I'm going to need to do is scale up production. And that, for me, is going to involve a rather sizable outpost. I'm going to be outsourcing the petrochem stuff. That's going to be happening in a different part of the map. We are going to be going mildly kind of attack on Factorio style with having decentralized production areas. I think I'm sending that to the right spot. I am. Good. Right, now these things should always be fully loaded. So they're just going to work continuously. And I'm hoping that that will slightly improve the amount of plastic that we are going to be outputting. Production statistics. Let's have a look at plastic over the last minute. So we're currently producing... Ooh. 17.5 per minute. 21 per minute. 24.5. Okay, we are scaling up a little bit. Okay, we're kind of hovering between 28 and 24.5 at the moment. Up to 35. Not bad. I don't really check these production statistics all that much. But this is certainly showing to be a little bit more consistent than previous estimations. Yeah, that's a huge spike compared to what we'd been putting through before. So hey, that's a little bit of an improvement. It's a fucking dreadful example of an improvement, but it's an improvement nonetheless. Which belt? Oh, that's where the plastic comes in. Right, yeah, those belts are just dead and empty. Batteries have nearly finished backing up though, so I suppose that's going to help. But okay, I'm going to have to wrap this episode up here after this little bit of faffing around with going for natural gas resources. Next episode, I am not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to take some time to sit down between episodes and figure out what I want to do as far as the next stage of production, or whether I just want to go and push for the next research pack, or if I want to maybe start outsourcing various industries, or if I want to try and start pushing towards making a much more efficient setup for all of the smelting and everything. There's so many different directions I could go in right now, and I'm not entirely sure on where to even begin. But I'm going to leave that for the next episode, and I'll figure something out, and we'll have a clear motive or clear direction going forward, I hope. But for now, I'm going to wrap this video up here and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlists on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Okay, I was not expecting a volcanic eruption.